Hi guys, today's video is going to be something a little bit different. It's sponsored by Tesco and I'm going to show you how, basically how to kind of throw a party with absolutely no time whatsoever with the help of some of their party food range. So, Christmas tree in the background, you know it's party time already in my house, but today is like the worst possible day that I could have had people around. I've been filming all morning. I have to be at my work's Christmas lunch in about 20 minutes, so I had no time this morning to go and get anything, and pretty much no time to prepare anything. By the time I come back, I'll maybe have an hour maximum before people get here, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to get around that. The first step was to have the food delivered. So I ordered all this stuff online, I made my kind of list of what I wanted to order, and everything arrived. As we know, you know, the great carrier bag debate, you do have to pay for carrier bags now, but I don't really mind. The guy came in, put everything on my counter sides and everything, so it was like a full service. And the general idea is that all the party food cooks at the same temperature. So whilst my guests are here later on, once I've made my dessert, once I've made my drinks, I've got a couple of things for some drinks and festive cocktails and stuff, which again, I mean, one of the things that I got was this mulled wine, which is obviously pre-made, absolutely no effort on my part, but it's, you know, festive. And then I'm also going to make some kind of elderflower. I read something online, there's some kind of sparkling something that I'm going to make. But again, so little time to prep this stuff, so this is what I chose. The dessert that I'm going to make is a chocolate trifle, but it's super, super pared down. I found a recipe on Tesco's recipe site, which I'll link below. There's actually supposed to be like a chocolate orange trifle, but to make it even easier, I'm just doing chocolate. I've got two different kinds of chocolate Swiss roll that's going around the base. I've got custard, I'm going to make this like a chocolate custard, I think, and then I've got double cream, to kind of whip into the top. Then I've got chocolate curls, I've got chocolate. I'll quickly run through these things before I pop them in the fridge before I leave for Christmas dinner, which sounds mad because it's only the 1st of December when I film this, but it is Christmas dinner for us. I've got the gyoza selection, which I'm super excited about because I've just recently discovered these and really, really enjoy them. 12 duck selection, I don't know what these are, but how cool do they look? Chicken sesame pyramids, tempura king prawns, spring roll selection, I think I got that twice. I got the duck selection twice. Steak and ale mini pies I got twice, and then everything else is for the dessert. So I will be back with you later on. Possibly the scariest part of it all is I will have had a few drinks by the time I get back. So it's going to be doubly challenging for me. Okay, so I'm back and it is 4:45. So, quick stuff. First of all, I have this Finest fresh Cornish custard. I put this all in a pan, and slightly against the instructions, because it does say to melt the chocolate first, I'm actually going to put chocolate in here, and hope that it melts. So this is the chocolate that I've got, the Swiss 72% dark chocolate, and I'm going to just kind of open it up and put in the squares. I'm not going to do anything fancy. That worked rather perfectly actually. Now I'm going to layer, I've got this chocolate and vanilla one and I've got a double chocolate one that looks like this. I'm going to layer this one on the outside though, because from the picture, I will link the link to the recipe below, or leave the link to the recipe below. The picture kind of shows this all around the base, so that's kind of the visual element of this. So I'm going to slice this up and put it all around the base of the trifle, and then I'm going to fill it in with the double chocolate one just to add a little bit of something. This is where you would put the oranges and the fruit and stuff, but I'm deciding to just go all out cake and chocolate. Gotta say, they made it look prettier online, but we'll go with it. Now I'm going to put on the chocolate custard, and that's going to be the next layer. That chocolate custard actually tastes pretty amazing. So I've made my whipped cream, which is literally just double cream whipped. I split it into two, well, I poured half of it into this tiny little container, and then I whipped half of it in the actual thing. Little, you know, tip for you, if you've only got small receptacles like this one, you can actually whip it in that. It's really useful as well because it just fits my electric whisk. But I'm waiting for this to cool down 100% because this was warmed to heat the chocolate into it. So I thought I would kind of prep my mulled wine, because I am going to warm it. I'm going to put it in this pan and I'm going to warm it for when my guests arrive. So I'm just going to put some in a pan, so that's kind of ready to go. And that is kind of, it's Christmas in a bottle right there. It really does smell like Christmas. There's actually a recipe on Tesco's website called Twinkle. It's a cocktail recipe that I thought I would try. It's basically really, really simple. It's elderflower cordial. I have this Belvoir one, some vodka and some Prosecco. So I'm going to just put the measures of the elderflower cordial and the vodka in the jug just in preparation. And as and when my guests arrive, I'll top it up with Prosecco and it'll be ready to serve. Right, I think this is cool enough to add the cream now. So I'm just going to put that on top. I also got to finish, it should be kind of, well in theory the recipe is kind of completely different than the one that I did instead, but I've chosen these triple chocolate curls because I just thought they were cute and they'd be a nice finishing touch to the trifle. Since the trifle is not quite as special as it should have been online, so I'm just going to pour these on top. And that is the trifle, so I'm going to pop that in the fridge whilst I'm waiting for people to come and for them to eat their kind of main food, but that's the dessert done. It couldn't have been easier. I'll just kind of give you a side view. It literally is just Swiss roll in the bottom, then chocolate custard, and we have the cream on top. We shall see what people think of it. Okay, I'm so impressed because I've put some of these, this is a mixture of the duck selection and the gyoza. I'm so impressed because the little pies actually come in their own tray, so you don't even need a baking tray. Excellent. So that's something that's kind of even extra. You don't need the baking tray space. So I'm gonna pop those in the oven now. I'm gonna put the heat on my mulled wine. So it's the end of the night and completely unlike me in non-Michaela fashion, the kitchen is clean. Everything has been put away. It was so easy, purely because everything that I'd kind of prepped beforehand, I really only had to make the trifle. And trifle it was like a pre-meal or a pre-prepared dessert rather. It wasn't something I had to be making whilst people were here. That was already done and in the fridge, ready to serve as and when they got here. And then everything else was just on baking trays. Really, really easy. The food went down really, really well. The duck selection I think was a particular hit. I really liked the prawn stuff as well though, and Milo particularly liked the mini steak and ale pies, he really liked those ones. The mulled wine made the entire house smell absolutely amazing. Super festive, even if you don't like mulled wine. Mulled wine is definitely an acquired taste. Something that I could have a glass of, but something I wouldn't drink necessarily a lot of. But if you are looking to have your house smell absolutely amazing and the most festive it can be when you have people arrive, just put some mulled wine on the hob and that will do the job. It's better than any candle. I've actually bought a mulled wine candle very, very recently and it's better than any candle you could ever have. It just scents your entire house and it's like Christmas party. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, anything you'd be interested in will be linked below, and it's bedtime now. It's been a really long day, but luckily I haven't actually had to do all that much in the kitchen despite having people over. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!